Right, hi guys. So, welcome if you're a hashtag newbie. Hello if you're a hashtag oldie, nothing to do with age, just how long you've been hanging around. And even if you've been subscribed longer than a day, you can decide what you are. It's not up to me to decide what you are. If you already feel at home, you're a hashtag oldie. Right, so, interesting it's still sitting on all these cards. I'll tidy them up as I'm talking. Right, I am going to be very dramatic, so we're going to utilise my Leo midheaven, and Leo anything is here to give you a show. So, but it's as much, when I do this, some of it's as much of a surprise to me as it is to you. Sometimes it isn't. Like, sometimes it's exactly what I've been, well, actually, most of the time it's exactly what I've been sensing and feeling and all of that, but sometimes it isn't. And the energy's nuts, and I very much feel when I'm tidying up, when I get to that one, it's because of that. Your soul is preparing to reconnect, trust the process, i.e., your soul, if this is for you, so it isn't for everyone, right? It just isn't. It's going to be for the people it makes sense to. Those of you that you can feel this going on, it's because your soul is preparing to reconnect, either merging energetically, so you're a while away from the physical, or you're physically, you're preparing for a physical union, and it's chaotic energy before that happens, either of it. There's definitely a chaotic energy. There's just a massive chaotic energy about it, which I think that's why that was in the shot when I started. Take life one day at a time, and then behind it, you control your money, don't let it control you. I just feel it's like there's so much change going on for people, and going by the sessions that I've had. And remember, it was very quiet for a while, and I wasn't doing, like, I had a few recorded readings here and there, but I wasn't doing live sessions because, quite frankly, I didn't have the energy for it either. And today, try and cut a long story short, but here, that's quite interesting that it was on something about I'm coming back soon, and now it's I'm coming trust. I know that bit, I just, when I'm tidying them up, but it's like, yeah. So anyway, my client said I could share this, right? So basically, then there's that one. And my language with these cards is that is something that has taken years, possibly the 9, 11 years, however many figures are on the card. I mean, it's long, it's been slow, a slow victory, but it is coming. Right, we'll put them back, see if the same kind of cards come out. But it's like, what I'm trying to say is, it's like fucking chaos, man. Absolute chaos. Like, it's, I can just feel it. Like, because of my collective channel, it's like that's what I can feel in the world in general, but definitely the Twinflames, and it's very, very intense. And so, right, the bit that I was going to be Leo dramatic about was probably going to be the whole way through, to be honest. But look so I can't remember now what order, right? So wait a minute, I'll slow down a bit. So yeah, everything that I say is part of this. Everything that I say is channeling. Everything that I say is healing as well. But I'm, spoiler alert or trigger alert, if you can't handle very intense, strong energy, clearing energy, I would click off now, like, seriously, because with what I'm feeling, it's strong energy that's coming through is what I'm saying, and I don't even know what I'm going to say. So, but I can just feel it's intense energy, and it's like, so I had my client session earlier, right? And I'm not going to go ins and outs of all the details of it, but and that is funny because that is what the Virgo full moon would do. But she said, I said, is it okay if I share this for a collective anonymously? And she's always all right with that. I've got quite a few clients that are actually always all right with that. And again, like I said, I've got some that are amazingly that even say, oh yeah, say my name. And these are all the few people I've worked with recently. These are all people that are always like, yeah, and I don't choose to share people because there's no need, you know what I mean? And I think you just never know. Like, I think it's just wise to just keep it anonymous. But again, I am very grateful when people are willing to share on videos and stuff like that, because it just, it just helps people know that I'm not just fucking tooting my own horn. Like, there are real people saying, yeah, it's really helped me with this really difficult thing. And even that's still masked because people aren't going to tell you the deep down, dark, dirty stuff, which isn't always like, they're not going to tell you the gory details of what we went into, because we don't need to, you know. But basically, what today's session was about was it was a bit of a conundrum or a bit of a riddle, more so than usual. And I wasn't surprised, because that's, like, say, Virgo's about discernment, and again, with my sun in the house of Virgo, I'm very, well, it's why I actually need to show up every day if I can, which obviously is, with the energies the way it's been the last, I would say the last sort of fucking 6 months, is you saw that I've done it for quite a while in the summer, and then it gets pretty draining for me transmuting, because I transmute energy so much. Showing up every day like that can be quite taxing. So I do it when I've got the energy, and I don't when I don't. So anyway, I admire people that can do that. Anyway, it's because I've got a busy sixth house. You know, it's about everyday life. So it's like, what, you know, people basically get comfort when they've got something of mine every day. Is basically what that means. And actually, remember, I always say it helps me too. It does help me. But it's when I really don't feel like doing this, I can't do it. So basically, yeah. So right before talking to I was due to speak to her at 2, and right before speaking to her, like, there was just a few things happened in my life, and, you know, just things to do with boundaries. And, you know, I always like to, as a really fun, I like to really clear the hour before I have a session, just to chill out. And I usually have a bath, and sometimes I meditate, but I just like to have that time myself, right? So that I'm in a good place. But definitely the first 30 minutes. Now, what happened was I decided to, yeah, like, I just decided to see to something. Like, I'm not going to go into all the details of everything, but yeah, I just decided to, I was kind of, my attention was pulled away, right? I was distracted, right? So distraction, about sort of boundary thing, a distraction. Um, and so anyway, I got caught up in that. Like, it pulled me away, and then I wasn't, you know, I was actually bang on time for my client, which I'm, you know, I'm close with all my clients anyway. But I like to treat every session. What I'm trying to say is, everything's a learning. So but it was just, I thought, that's weird. Like, nothing like that. I don't usually have kind of distractions or disruptions, or, you know, or things that make me late, which I wasn't late, but, you know, things like that, like, that kind of rattle me a bit before a client for no reason. It's either, well, it's not going to be right for the client, basically, or it's something, you know, usually it's the two of us. So because the clients I work with quite a lot know that, I just was really honest when I got on. I was like, "Have you just arrived now?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, that worked out kind of perfect, because I've just got here too." So say it was like a minute past, but then I could tell that it was like, she was a wee bit, not harassed, but it was just kind of, yeah, something was off with her too. So anyway, blah blah, right? So all got something to do with it. So listen up, because this, I might be describing how you felt today too, or of late, or whatever. And anyway, so I just said, I was like, "Look, the energy is weird today," and, you know, someone's kind of just, you know, rattled me up a bit. I said, "But I'm fine to do this, or otherwise I wouldn't do it." And anyway, we're kind of debating whether to do it today or the other day, because sometimes it's good to do it because it's a full moon, and sometimes it's good to leave it because it's a full moon. It's a bit like when I've said before on full moons, you don't want to have the big, serious, heavy conversation on the actual full moon, because feelings are extremely heightened, and, you know, you're likely to just over exaggerate whatever you want to say, whether that's like passionately, which, you know, might be a good thing, but, like, you know, you might say it a bit more angrier than you usually would, or overly emotional. Do you know what I mean? It's just all maybe not the best idea. But, you know, now this kind of, actually what we're in now, technically, I would usually say, like, now would be the time to do it. I don't know, like, going by the energy, like, fucking hell. So yeah, I'd say that full moon madness, mayhem, is really quite about. And it's definitely got something to do with Saturn going into Pisces. I feel it has kind of fucking put everyone all over the place a bit, because Saturn's about structure and work and business, and, you know, your career calling, because it's everything to do with Capricorn, the 10th house. And Pisces all over the joint. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's true Pisces. It's like, it's magical, mystical, but it's like, let's go a bit of here, there, and everywhere, and it all works out. It was very, very, very me, because I've got very divine feminine energy, and Pisces is a feminine sign. But I do like to have a bit of structure too, because again, my sun is in the house of Virgo, which is earthy, grounded. So it's like, you know, it's how another medium once described that loves astrology too had once described as me as being able to put astrology into everyday language, you know what I mean, to help people understand it, which I was really, I really liked when she said that. I was like, oh, because I kind of do it my own way, and the people that get it, and if you don't get it, and you want to go and, listen to something, that's fine, but it's like people that get the way that I translate stuff, they do get it, because I weave astrology into everything that I do, and I'm weaving it into everything, because it's like, actually, when I was sharing about, a few weeks ago, when I informally ended up talking to someone about astrology and doing all this healing, like I'd just heard recently that person was sort of saying to someone that knows me, like, oh, that was like really great that day when that happened. So, and it's because it doesn't matter if I meet somebody informally and that happens, or it's in a formal session. It's the healing's the same. Do you know what I mean? They've got the healing. It's just that's how the divine can secretly heal people that really need it if they're never going to come to you for it. Whereas I don't actually think that. I think in that case, if that person ever feels like they're drawn to me, I feel they will. But again, that's what I wrote earlier in the thing. I don't chase, I attract. Do you know what I mean? And usually you're hearing people saying that about twin flames or money or whatever. But with me, with shamans, like with a true, when someone's like a true shaman doing that work, because you don't go to, it's not like the business, it's not like if I was, when I've been in these business groups and stuff, which I ended up leaving because a lot of it I just felt it didn't resonate at all. It's not like you go chasing folk up in that. Do you mean like people need to come to me? Like they need to just feel this real pull to me and they don't really know why. And so that's especially for the new people or the people that need to be reminded of that. Never feel like you need to have your ducks in a row or you need to know exactly why you're coming to me. Nobody fucking ever knows why, including the people that think they know why. In fact, I tell you what, the people that think they know why they're coming to me usually are the people that find out they're coming to me for a completely different reason. Like people that thought they were coming to me to sort stuff out about their work, it actually turns out they're a twin flame and they want to leave the miserable relationship they're in. You know what I mean? Like, you name it, I've had it. This is kind of, it's like the mystery behind it. Anyway, so you can feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, I can't turn the volume down on how this energy's coming through. This is the kind of day that I've had. I'm going to be in my bed very soon, that's all I'm fucking saying, right? I've already had my bath. When I went down to take my youngest niece down to the car, my older one was in the car and she was like, oh no, it wasn't her. The younger one was like, rocked out. She was like, have you got any trousers? And I was like, no, hen, they're my joggers. But look, I've got my heart, and I've got the same. I would not wear these outside. I think I've said that before. I think they're intended to wear outside, but they look like jammies. But I'm just going to my bed in these, right? I had my bath after my freezing snowy walk. It wasn't actually snowing by then, but it was freezing. And I just want to go to my bed. And again, like the card says, one day at a time, guys. Take life one day at a time. But the kind of day I've had, I'm like, beam me up, Scotty, a little bit. Take me back up to the spaceship that you dropped me off from. Thanks very much. Don't even think I'm joking when I say that. And but also the song that I've heard, right, since my niece left, like not too long ago, the song that I've been hearing for someone, I think it's quite a lot of this, is I gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing I ever do, I gotta get... So again, go and look at the words to that. I had a quick glance and I was like, interesting. Not all of them, but yeah, I do feel it will resonate with whoever. So somebody's feeling like they want to get out of wherever they are. Whether that is... I don't know that. I mean, different things to different people. You know what I mean? Moving out of a house or moving further away from where you... I don't know. It's different things to different people. But yeah, that's clearly somebody that's just like, this is all, it's like a fucking boiling pot, but things are getting, this is getting too intense. And what else? And then my eyes are being pulled to this: surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action, be confident that you've chosen the right path. Right, okay, piecing that together, I think that's going to be the divine masculine men or women, or whatever you identify, in a position where you've been pushed to your absolute limits and you're like, fuck this. And you already know what you want to do, you trust in yourself, and so anybody trying to sway there's anyone's strong opinions trying to sway what it is you want to do, it's not going to work. take action and be confident that you've chosen the right path. I'll shuffle them again just to clarify that, but that would make sense. Like, this is what I mean by I'm usually floating along in lovely divine feminine energy. In the last couple of weeks or so, it's not been like that. And I very much feel it's because I've been pushed into the turmoil a little bit, thanks, and I've already fucking went through all of that, but it's so that I can channel the energy, so that I've really got an idea of what's going on. Oh yeah, and so the thing that was really dramatic about was as if that, oh shit, I still don't feel like I've went in. So yeah, with the client, what it basically was, you know, she basically, I can generally say, you know, there was overthinking going on, and she could just feel something wasn't right, but she couldn't really put, the way she put it is perfect. She couldn't put her finger on it, right? And I was like, well, that's great, you know, she knows me. I was like, that's what I'm here for, so we'll work it out. And so, but basically I worked out all the weird shit that had happened to me before, and also we kept getting chucked off the Zoom too. Now, that if that happens a couple of times, I know that it's either that we're not meant to do it, which I didn't feel, or it's that the energies are trying to interfere. So I really do feel it was the energies, and when I say really do feel, that means it's a strong yes. It's like it was the energies trying to stop me from helping my client, right? And it's kind of like, it's just basically, the energies try to stop me from empowering people. You know what I mean? Because the more empowered people that know their mind and they don't fall for the mass hypnosis that's going on in the world, that's not good for the people that want everybody to be dumbed down. Do you know what I mean? That want everybody drunk, that want everybody, watching, endless amounts of TV from morning till dusk, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Morning till night. It's like that's, or doing worse, drugs, distracted, like they want everybody doing all of that. And it's not to say that some of us won't partake, and obviously you hear me saying, like, I look forward to watching a wee bit of Love Island. In fact, I'll probably go into a bit of a mild depression when it ends, because I'll be like, what do I do now? Because it fucks up my routine. And again, with my son in the 6th house, I like to have routine. But I'll find something else to do. I'll find something else to watch, or I'll read a fucking book. I'm not going to do that. I'll find something else to watch. But what I'm saying is, I don't let the TV rule my life. Do you know what I mean? It's like that's the only TV I watch. And then on my days off, I like to watch a wee film or something. But basically, and then obviously when it's colder, but anyway, I'm just going into too much detail here. We're falling into Virgo energy, and we're not even in Virgo. We're in Libra a bit, but it's just like, what else is relevant about the client session? So yeah, what it was what the main thing that was bothering her was, it was to do with energy transfer. Like, she'd picked up a whole load of other people's crap from the job that she's in, and although she'd mentioned it briefly, she kind of like just mentioned it, and then I was like, look, I feel actually what's going on is you're not conscious of what's basically. It's like, when people are telling you these things can trigger you, and I don't think it's really sort of surfaced that something's bothered you, and I can feel it, and actually it's described in detail, like scarily accurate. I mean, and again, this is one of my clients that's brilliant for writing reviews and stuff, so once, about 3 weeks from now, once the energy settles, she'll no doubt write me something. I mean, she doesn't have to, but she'll no doubt write me something up, so she can say it in her own words. But that was the gist of it, was, even when I said it, she was like, I don't know, and I was like, well, you're not going to say yeah, are you? Because it's unconscious, but it's fine, just stay with it. But then it was like after a wee bit of time when I'm doing the energy clearing, and then something just kind of hit her, and she did feel it, and she allowed it to surface, and there you go, that was the trigger. So it was like, what I'd said was, I said, basically I said, like, I felt something that someone said to you has triggered you, but it's sort of lay dormant a little bit, and it's whirling around in your system, and it was literally making her feel unwell. Now remember, this is what shamanism's all about. If you're physically unwell, whether it's an ache and pain, or you've got a cold or a flu, I am of the opinion, I know that to be true, there's something emotionally, energetically going on, and it's just, this is where people are, not everyone's got enough education about this, and even people that are well aware of, like, spiritual stuff or energy and stuff, like, even, yeah, I just think there's that much shitty advice that people just don't know how real this is, and that's what I feel the shift of Saturn into Pisces is going to do. Is that's why I said the other day, this will be good news for me when the energy starts sort of really kicking in, because Saturn is your work and your calling, and Pisces is spiritual healing. And it's everything that I do. Like, I really do feel people are going to actually give me the respect that I deserve, me and whoever else. that, and obviously that is not going for the people that tune into the channel that have got good intentions and are listening to what I say, because you obviously are respecting what I'm saying to be fucking hanging around and listening. I just mean in general, because it's like anybody else that does similar work to me that I've came into contact with, or that I constantly get told, I've been told over like, the whole of the pandemic and the whole of the time really, that people like me that are truth bringers, like they'll actually actively like stop me in the algorithm. Like that's why I sit at like, it's one of the, basically just trust me. It's when I'm meant to be seen more, it will happen, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens not gradually anymore. Like yeah. Anyway, I don't know myself, but I've seen it. I've seen it. Is all I'm going to say. I've seen it. Wow, you'd think it was a Leo moon with how dramatic I've been, but I feel this is the energy like this. I know I get bored when it comes to really like there's loads of things I get bored of. Like things that have triggered me today are if I see one more fucking thumbnail saying he knows how he feels and he's coming to get you. Like the fucking cards are. But seriously, like I've not had time to watch videos today, right? Because it's like I've got up, I've went my walk, and like I've listened to a few here and there, but like it's more my eyes have caught it and the thing, and I'm like, oh god. But there's something in the air. But all I know is these things could come through, whether I say it or other people say it, and it doesn't happen right away. Or I hear from my clients that it does happen, but it can happen like further down the line, 2 weeks later, 2 months later. The crazy thing about timelines is it could even happen 2 years later. But this is not the times we're living in. What I'm feeling is the crazy energies that are going on is that split, like this kind of split of like, do you want to stay in that world that's like obsessed with money and like controlling people, and just like it's pretty dark right now. And because I've got a lot of people in my life that are, I don't know how to say it, but sadly all caught up in that world, like more so than people that aren't, basically. My offline people. less than granted it was before, because again, like I said, they've done a big fucking, what do you call it? I was about to say a clear sweep of the, of people in my life. I mean, I say it in jest, but it really is true. The amount of friendships and all that changed in the past 2 years. But it's for a reason. Like they wanted me to be prepared for all of this, for how I need to help people, and probably I wouldn't even be surprised. Look, surrender your addictions. Probably even people that I've previously been close, might, even some of them people might find that they're needing to come to be, but again, I don't know how the fuck that would work if people are, anyway, because you can go to somebody else and get help, you know what I mean? But it's like conflict of interest. But basically, it's all going off for your divine counterpart, because I just picked up that card as I was saying that, and you're the first thing on my mind when I wake up in the morning, probably the last thing at night. You feel that about them, they feel that about you. See how the energies calm down a bit. But before, so yeah, that's the gist of it with my client, that we did get to the bottom of it. She came very confused. She left with a clarity of why she'd felt like that. She's tired because she's still not well. And I was like, I think you're going to purge a wee bit more. Then I think you're going to feel better, because that was not your energy. Like, and that's, you know what I mean? And that's why I'm saying that's quite hard to work out. Like, that's not the Reiki part of me. You know what I mean? That's all the parts of me. That's the counsellor, that's the Reiki master, it's the shaman, it's the hypnotherapist. Like I weave everything I do, and it's how psychic I am, and it's my unique astrology. It's like it is a niche thing for me to do, to pick up on things that are quite hidden, even from the person. So if that's the kind of difficult thing you've got going on, or if you've lost your power and you know why you've lost your power, because somebody's been attacking your energy. Because remember the card, let's do it. The card said you've had your energy attacked, and that's what blew my mind. That is exactly what happened to my client. Her energy had been attacked by something that she's heard that is shaking her own energy up, and it's taken a wee while for it to kind of wear down, but it did, and that could be happening to some of you, and you just might not, you need to amp up with the clearing your energy and the protecting your energy. And if it's got to you badly enough, you're getting, it's not even that, this is what I want to get across, it's not like, oh, you go and get a soul retrieval when it's the worst of the worst. It's, that's kind of, you want to kind of cotton on to it when you're feeling a bit like depleted and tired and you can't get your energy back. And if you know about that there is such a thing, that's when you got to go and do something about it before it gets worse. Do you know what I mean? Because depending on how badly someone's been energy attacked, like It might not even be like a one night thing. Oh, look at this. I haven't even used these cards before. I've not even used these ones because I got that many. I can't sleep at night because I'm worried about our connection. How do we make it work? That's really specific. I can't get you out of my head. Jesus Christ, that feels like the energy I'm picking up on. That's a bit heavy. This lifetime is the one and only mission in many. Wait a minute. This lifetime is only one mission in many. We're a team and we will reconnect our homeland. Well, what does that fucking mean then? Like, we'll just wait till the next life? I don't fucking think so. You're the first thing I think of when I wake up and the last thing I think before I went to sleep. Right, that's freaky. That's exactly what I just fucking said. Right, let's shuffle these. Let's shuffle them. They're very big and I put them over there and I forgot about them. It's probably channeling something as well. I can't handle such a deeply spiritual connection at this time. Overwhelm. Could be past or it could be present. I was too afraid to tell you how much I love you. I was holding on too tight and it was too painful. I was wearing a mask to keep you in my life. I didn't realise it was keeping us apart. That'll be specific to different people. I think that's right. The only way that I can put that in a word right is, okay, I really want to go into, like, I think with how intense this day has been for me, I don't want to go into the too much of my, just tune into my own stuff, but I think that however much you feel, if Divine Feminines, I feel however much you feel you knew what was going on when you were actually spending time with your Divine Masculine. I don't think you actually even knew the whole truth. Like, I think they were able to hide how they felt really well from you. Yeah, because that's what, when I cast my mind back, like, I didn't. Yeah, I was totally fooled that he didn't like me as much as, like, for quite a while. And then it was just, I started to be like, I don't know. I don't know when the turning point was. I just kind of was like, I wonder if he actually likes me a bit more than he lets on. And then now I'm completely and utterly convinced that that's the case. Because, I've got all the proof in the world. The guy's fucking, he's doing it right now, blowing up my phone. I'm only joking. Not because of that, just because of what I feel. I'm very, very clairsentient, clear feelings. And I have been told by many amazing mediums, some well known, that I'm the most clairaudient person they've ever met. I've been told that by a few people, so I trust what I feel and what I hear actually. Anyway, so that remains to be seen. Why am I shuffling the Cali card? Oh yeah, the dramatic thing was with all that drama. So anyway, I solved the riddle for my client. She's feeling better, but it take, after a soul retrieval, you need to rest and, drink loads of water and get and allow be gentle, because you've brought back a part of you that you were missing, just that, your power. Usually it's your power, but or inner child or whatever. It depends what it is for the person. And that was all because she just knew, right, there's something not right, and I know Claire's going to be able to help me. So that's what I mean about trust. It's powerful when you build trust with the people that you work with and fall in love with looking after yourself, and you can recognise when you need to do something about it. So after all the bits and bobs that had happened, right, and then, but the reason why I'm sharing it especially, I know I've taken all day about it to say, but whatever, it's the bits and bobs that people needed to hear. It was because that soul retrieval card kept coming. It kept annoying me. And when someone's annoying me like that, it's because somebody really needs to get the message. So that's why it's like tick. Because bits of it were for her. All the other sort of twin flame stuff wasn't for her, because that just isn't relevant to her right now. Those bits. But the other bits were. But it'll be more than just her. And it'll probably be, it'll definitely be some men out there. And it'll be some other women. And then, so this is something I wrote when I was watching the latest Matrix, which was well over 6 months, 9 months ago, might even be a year ago now. But whenever it was, I've wrote down, I don't even know if it was that long ago, it feels like that long ago, but I wrote down a quote from it, right? And that had fallen on the ground, and it says, "I remember this, I remember us, my dream ended here, we can't go back. It's time to jump." And I was like, what in the fuck? Oh Christ, look what I've wrote on the back. Jezebel, succubus, toxic, femme energy. Okay. I mean, yeah. I can't even. I don't, again, I don't know in what, well, it'll be twin flame stuff, but that's what's affected your energy. So a toxic female energy of any relation in your life, some kind, has affected your energy. That'll be different for different people. Could be friends, could be family, it could be lovers, could be ex-lovers, but it does say toxic feminine energy there. And that whole it's time to jump, that's what I mean. It feels like the New Year split. It feels like however late people have been leaving it to like move on from where they are, it feels like it's crunch time. Now it could be literally in real time as I'm filming this because it is the 9th today, or it could just be when you watch it, but I'm feeling it very current, that it's like something that full moon has shifted a lot of energy, and it's like, because I just know what the astrology is like for the rest of the year, it's pretty hellish really. You don't want to be on the wrong side of the timeline. You don't want to, I don't even know what that means by the way, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the bridge. When I channeled all that shit about that cheesy film that I shared about the other day, when somebody was stuck on the other side of the bridge, which then allowed the true twin flames to get to know each other again, to know that they're actually in love and she didn't love the other guy. It's something like along those lines. It's like somebody's need to make a decision about staying in their old life or jumping to the next part of their life with their twin flame. Heavy, I know, but that's basically that's why I always say to watch the new Matrix. That's what happens. Oh my god. That doesn't happen for no reason either. Too many cards though. Give us the most important one out of the Kali cards. Kali clears energy in a big way. I'm tapping into that energy right now. Oh, there's one. And a process of, oh, don't tell me it's the same one. Is it the same one I pulled? Right. I was kind of observing this with my masculine logical energy being like, this is a bit all over the place. I don't know if I'm going to put this out. And then my feminine's like, I have to. It will make sense to people. Look what I just said about a new life. I've not read the card yet. New life. A process of profound and enduring transformation is leading you towards a powerful rebirth, free from even the most persistent patterns of pains of your past. Your soul is in deep healing. Recovery can be painful, like I just even said about my client. I even warned, I was like, look, you might have a bit of a purge, you might need to cry, you're going to feel great after that because you're releasing what you'd soaked up. But you will emerge renewed and released. You are blessed to experience a new life within this lifetime. Yeah, someone's getting a second chance. But it's painful before it's better, and I feel it's the changes you're going to have to make, whoever resonates with that. Right, let's get a wee conversation going on with the twins. So I mean, that does, it feels heavy. It does, I just can't do it. It feels heavy. What's the masculine got to say? Tell us where you're at today, collective of masculines. I'm so afraid of rejection. And it's not like, oh, I'm a bit afraid, I'm kind of, it's like, I'm so afraid, like, it's like a big fear for this person. And I feel it's because of the toxic female energy that's been around. The obstacles, as I pick up that, I keep a close eye on your social media, so it's much safer to watch from afar. But again, for how long, you know what I mean? You can't do that forever. And if you've already been doing it quite a while, I'd imagine that makes somebody more anxious about time's running out. And I'm here to say, yeah, I think it is. You're so beautiful. Everything I do it for the future, and I'm thinking about making you an offer. This is what I'm feeling. It's like someone might have held back for quite a long time because they were battling their own addictions, but all they want to do is talk to you, because no one makes me feel the way that you do. But I'm going through a lot, and that's why I'm like this, because I'm picking up on what the masculines are going through. But I can feel you pulling away. Have you moved on? That's because when you focus on yourself as a feminine, they feel you're more detached, and it makes them panic. But actually, it's a good thing, because that is what brings them to you. If you chase them, they'll ironically, you'd think, oh, you'd think if someone was feeling like they're going to be rejected, or they want reassurance that you feel the same, that you making contact them would be like, oh, thank God, yeah, they're still there. It could do that for some, but it just depends. With the way the energy balances out, it can kind of make them stay even longer. But I just think, like I've been saying it for fucking the past year now, there's some circumstances where it depends how isolated you're getting, how much things are caving in on you. Your life's going to be a lot easier together rather than apart. That's not everyone, because sometimes if there's too much turbulence, you do need to heal alone. But it really just depends. You're going to know for your unique situation. I'm coming back soon. Yeah, someone is coming back soon. I'm trying to trust in divine timing. The silence is killing me and my fears keep stopping me. I'm not going to read any more. But that one, what if you don't accept me for who I really am? That is a big one. I've got, that's funny, I've seen this, but I've not seen it when I've been filming. I've got a tarot reading on you. Now that just really makes me laugh, because that would not be the norm for like many. I'm laughing because you can tell I'm thinking, fucking hell, like if my one's done that, like I just think that would be hilarious, because it's like, that's not the guy I met. But nothing would surprise me. But it would worry me actually, because there's so many people that do what I do that aren't genuine, and they could just feed you. They could feed you. Oh God, maybe I'm saying that for a reason. It better not fucking be mine. Anyone's, they could say a load of bullshit. Or they could that could be part of the sabotage. I've had that before. That's why I've shared before that I've actually had tarot readings off people, and there's been black magic all over the reading. Most of the time, I'm drawn to amazing people that will tune in very scarily accurately, like what people say about me. But now and again, it's like I'll be throwing a challenge, but I can spot it mostly right away. But sometimes that was when there was a whole load of sabotage going on. But again, it wasn't. I said that at the time. It wasn't specific to the person I went to. It was like. It just, I always get this image of like somebody putting ink in the water. It was like, there's black magic all over it. It was like it was just weird. It was like, what she was reading just didn't resonate at all. And then that actually happened. I hadn't had it even for ages, but I got one, and it was something that takes ages to come. And this has happened twice, and with that one in particular, sometimes she's actually had to refund me, because it's like, she just loses the email. So anyway, I don't know if I was being protected or whatever. But long story short, it did arrive. It was like somebody else's. Literally none of it resonated. It was weird. And like, I know for anyway. Yeah. I can't really describe what I'm meaning. Someone will mention me to you today. I get lost in your sexy eyes. That's reminding me of that song. I'm not singing it now, but fucking, I'm like, did I write that? Fucking hell. It's because I was in a bit of a trance when I was writing these. I must have just been, well, yeah, I can't take it back. It's fucking true from what I remember. Separation is so hard, but it's making us stronger for union. We are invincible and unstoppable together. You need us, oh, for Christ, right. You need a soul retrieval to feel more empowered. There's that one again. And then look, my throat's going, so it might be that something's making you or your person feel like they can't speak. And either their feelings, or I'm sending you signs, or you seeing them. That's the feminine saying it to the masculine. It hurts my heart to not have you around. You're the only person I want to kiss every New Year's Eve and every day. I love and accept you just as you are. Oh God. Well, I have to show it. I get so embarrassed. This is not a good idea that I wrote my own cards, because I can't do that. It's not fair. They're for other people too. I can't read it. I need to feel your body next to mine. Moving on. It turns me on when I imagine us get, what the hell is this energy? It's the Venus and Aries. I can feel you missing me and I miss you so much too. My door is always open to you. Oh, similar order. I believe in you. Anytime you need me, I'm here for you. Every Christmas, there's a lot about Christmas in the year. Every Christmas, I want nothing more than to be with you. I long for that time. I look forward to our family together. I miss you so much, my heart hurts. And look, there's the feminine saying the same thing back to the masculine. You're the first person, when I think of when I wake up, the last person before I went to sleep. Yep. And like I said, I actually hadn't looked at those cards. I didn't know that that one was in there. But some of them are going to clash. Right, so yeah, I mean, it is, oh God, it's just too intense. We need different cards. Let's see, this has got Twin Flame and Sacred Union and all that. You get the idea though, these things don't come together smoothly. That's basically that's what I'm picking up from it. I've known that, and that's why everyone's fucking been taken away from me in order to clear the way. Do you know what I mean? But it's like, That is basically what it is. Like, people are cleared out of your life to make way for your twin, and then the right people will be allowed to come back in. And it might not even be the same people in both your lives. It might be, if you can trust them. Only time will tell. Because you've come here on a mission. There's sexual union. That must be why those cards are coming in. Honour the place in one another where you are one eternal soul for you. There you'll find bliss. I mean, that can be like physically doing that, but that can be like energetically or connecting as one before you physically. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember that love is a great healer, but that's because of this heavy energy and the challenges that you're both being sent, if this is for you. And laughs on the top there as well. Where's your fucking sense of humour? Manifesting miracles, this is what I'm saying. Shit kicks off before the good stuff happens. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Sacred union, what did I just say? Honour and treasure a relationship, for it's truly sacred. So if all this shit's kicking off in your life, it does mean you're not too far away from that happening. But like I'm saying, you know, I mean, you could be cracking up because it really is like, you know, like I'm saying, it just makes me want to throw the phone when I see things that are like, it's just always along those lines. Like, this person knows how they feel and they're coming tonight. And it's like, are they though? Are they? One of these nights it will be for you. And even for me. But we probably won't be prepared. Is what I gather. So just detach and change your focus, because that's when your healing begins and it allows your person to heal, and the people that are feeling helpless and hopeless will begin to heal themselves. They'll find the balance and they'll spread their wings away from their comfort zone. If not, they'll be stuck refusing to see, but you can't stay in that energy forever. You know what I mean? People come out of it. And quickly. They masculines, you know, they move fast. They go through the ascension process a lot faster than divine feminines, and they move fast. Oh my god. This is the card that I always get for the New Earth split. Choose ease or grace. Look, they're realizing, I don't want to stay in this darkness. I don't want to stay, and I don't want to stay around these karmic friends. I'm hearing somebody say, like, I don't want to stay around karmic family. I don't want to stay around karmic jobs. I don't want to stay about karmic people that I can feel they don't want me to be happy. I want to be happy. I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm going to let my light shine. And I know that when I let my light shine, it triggers the fuck out people, but they're just going to have to deal with it because I'm here to shine my light bright. Yes, that bit was definitely channeling my own experience and clients, but it's true. Yeah, look, processing karmic debris, because again, I help people do that. Electric, creative expression. Again, this feels like, you know, electricity in the air, whether it's the chemistry, the building chemistry between the twins, which is all part of it. It's all part of what the world needs, because when twins get together, it emits this intense healing energy out in the world because of that elation that you feel after not seeing somebody for that long. Can you imagine how much healing goes out in the world? It's a lot. That was deep, wasn't it? Look, and there's the same card. People are just in that place of, I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing the path, Alicia. It's too hard here. Why is everything so hard? Why is everything so difficult? Why is everything such a challenge? Why do people raise their voice when I wouldn't be that kind of person if I wasn't around these people? I don't want to live a black and white boring life anymore. I don't want to live in this darkness. I don't want to live in this pain. I want to live in where there's colours and beauty and peace. 11:11, and I am enough. Let go of expectations. I am enough to experience that. I'm aligning with abundance. I can feel it. I'm channeling somebody. I feel like I'm channeling a masculine, actually. I can feel me aligning with what makes me happy. And it's my divine feminine. Look at that. It's my divine feminine that makes me happy. And that's, oh my god, this is blowing my mind. That's what I said. Fast track. Sorry, I know that's annoying when people say that. I find it annoying, but it's I did say that. fast track to ascension. But it's because it's God speaking through me, do you know what I mean? So it's, I am the chosen one, and I've been talking about the Matrix, do you know what I mean? It's somebody realising, fuck, they're what makes me happy. That's how my abundance will come about, because abundance is 8, and that's 8. Could have something to do with the Lionsgate portal in August as well, or the last one. And that's what's speeding somebody through an ascension process, which is uncomfortable. But it's because your souls are merging. Okay, and something really shifted on the free portal. Sacred sex, there's that sexual energy again. Sacred sexuality, accessing the unified field. Staying grounded. That's because it's very ungrounded energy. But look, healing separation. It's because that's the separation is coming to a close. The integration. Higher heart opening, 11:11 again, activating the higher chakras, dark night of the soul, that's what someone's been in order to give them crystal clear vision, taking responsibility where they need to, coming into own personal empowerment, shining your light, and knowing that it's time to be your twin flame. Everything is possible. There's loads of 11:11s on the ones I'm pulling. Feminine twin, masculine twin. Look at that. We've got feminine twin, activating higher self. King, divine masculine. And oh, look at this. A lot of the divine masculines, whether you be a man, woman, whatever you identify as, and I did have this in a client session the other week, have identified that someone was actually a false twin. And that person was, you know, that those words were relevant to that person. Sometimes someone wouldn't know to call it that, but that person did think someone was their twin. That's the one I shared in another video. But when they met the real one, it did become crystal clear, because that's what part of my purpose is, and it's triggering. Believe me, I know that. It's like there's some people that have been absolutely, totally convinced that they know who their twin flame is, and I'm getting the feeling like that's totally not their twin flame. But it's like, things have to let things run their course, you know what I mean? It's a bit like when you can see somebody's made a terrible mistake, you know, it's like, they're not going to listen, some people are not going to listen to you, they need to go through it. And then to come back again, reprogram your soul, release, raise and reclaim. Rebirth. Shift or be shifted. And that's when someone starts to, spiritual awakening. That's when someone, past life healing. That's when somebody does realise it all. And then reunion, 10-10 again. Reconciling differences. Right, this is coming through too fast. I kind of do need to, it's a bit, again, it feels, there's just loads of bits of this that don't make any sense to me, but it's because those bits weren't for me. Right, let's just get a wee bit more of a story, and then it's 47 minutes in. I'll watch it back and I'll publish it and trust it, whatever. But like, you're getting the picture. It's whenever this takes place, which, to be honest with you, that's leading up to the 21st. The 21st of March is the new moon in Aries, which is one of my favourite new moons, and it's also it happens to be the spring equinox. So those are massive, intense energies. To me, it's when people wake up. It's when I wake up, you know, from being like sleepy Pisces season and coming out of winter. But it's when really everyone does. It's really the start of the real astrological new year. But any, you know, equinox and, you know, winter solstice, equinox, autumn, all that jazz, like summer one, they're all, the period leading up to that is fucking crazy. And I feel I'm already, oh, that's what it is. I'm already experiencing it a bit early. Yeah, that's what it is. This is what it's going to be like, trust me. The closer it gets to the 21st, you will start, they're just showing you. So if you start feeling like, fucking hell, this is like that video Claire done, then that's why. But it's like, I feel it's like, again, it's like a warning. It's like, that's really what I'm here to do, is like crystal clear visions. It's like, look, you know, shift or be shifted. Either you shift yourself because you feel it's inevitably going to happen anyway, like now or soon, or wait for it to happen, and it could come in the form of a very uncomfortable tower moment. Because I feel it's both divine fem. I can only speak for myself, but I'm not telling you my whole fucking shit that's going on. But there is a lot of stuff personally. It's not just feeling people's energies. It's like there's quite a few kind of things coming out of left field that are like challenging, and And like I say, even the fact that it's like there's just all these things have been orchestrated to pull people away from me, which has been a bit confusing, really. Like, but again, I just put it down to people being in dark nights of soul, and but I get it now. I just understand that it's because of everything that's coming together, but it doesn't mean it's easy. But then it's difficult too, because I do actually do just want to be alone. But I would always want to be alone with my twin flame. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't. But if I'm, yeah, basically that I want to either be alone myself or I want to be alone with him. Yeah. And that's how it's a bit different for the feminine, because the masculine needs a lot of time alone and they don't actually want to be. But then they're missing you, but they don't. I don't know. You'll have to ask them. I'm joking. I know because I've talked to them, but it can be slightly different. It can be too. It can almost be a bit. It's like the overwhelm's a bit more toppling for them, is what I've noticed. Right. Let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. But what I'm here to say is that divine timing thing in Pisces season, because Pisces season makes you feel helpless and hopeless. It's about being the victim. Time is of the essence for some situations, and if somebody is really feeling quite helpless and hopeless, whether it's divine feminine or divine masculine, don't ignore it if you're feeling pulled now. Don't be waiting for it to turn the Aries moon or the Aries season, or a divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. Yeah, you'll get the synchronicity telling you it's time. Wow, signs of synchronicity. That's crazy. Watch out for the signs leading you to true love. Or they're leading you right now. Follow the call. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. I feel that's like for the people that have, I feel it's like the people in the past that have been like telling themselves this can't work, we're too different. I've got a really strong pull to this person, but I don't know how it's going to work. This person, that person has got a problem with it. Again, it's in their fucking life, is it? You don't want to be that person that didn't follow what you wanted because you listened to all the fuckers of the day. And then you turn around one day and they're all happy families and they fucking left you. Connection. Because connection is something that not everybody... I know married couples that don't even have connection. Do you know what I'm saying? This connection is eternal and unbreakable. Rejoice. Embrace your loving connection and rejoice. It's like what they're saying is you need to appreciate what you've got. If you've got a chance of getting close to it, commitment. But that's why a lot of people don't, because that terrifies them. Commitment is an important factor to achieve a successful relationship. Respect. I don't know about you, but these are commitment, respect, you know what I mean, connection. This is all 11/11. It is time. Fucking good luck to you if you're fucking willing to wait till the 11th of November. I'm not. I'm just fucking putting that out there. Fuck that. That's a long time away. 11/11 is an important number for twin flames. It symbolises the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. The whole world's going to change a lot sooner than that, and you don't want to be without your twin. Honour your loved one and you will notice your relationship becomes stronger. Intense. Yeah, this is just intensity of a true soul connection. It includes great highs and great lows. I didn't actually notice I didn't even specify where's the divine feminine, where's the divine masculine. I'm going to do it now, but it's because you're so, if this is for you, you're so merged, it actually doesn't matter. Right, but just to see, where's the divine feminine at? It's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel the feminine's really dropping that masculine guard, regardless of what material, reason, there may be real legit reasons for why you guard your heart from your actual masculine, but it's like they're trusting. Look deep within your emotions and really paying attention to the deeper feelings that are coming up. Keeping open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations. I'm feeling that's about keeping open mind that the person that you're about to meet next is very different from when you last saw them, whenever that was. And that's what's quite interesting. If you can remember, obviously for those of you that haven't had that big of a separation, it won't be hard. And even people that have had big separations, it might not be hard. I mean, there's the thing I always say about, I can't remember my twin's voice, but he's not a massive talker anyway, but it's, Probably is with other people. He wasn't even me, but it's really because he can't get a word in. But it's he has got very silent placements. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, it's I'm very silent too. You know, believe it or not, there's a big part of me that's very silent. When I'm not doing this, because I'm not fucking sitting talking to myself. Do you know what I mean? I spend most of my time myself, so I'm very quiet. But yeah, I just feel it's like, I think they're talking to me about however they were when they last saw you, and particularly if they were cold or a bit detached or wearing a mask and, you know, kind of acting a bit kind of indifferent. That's not going to be how they come in, whatever that means to you, right? So, and that could be actually quite overwhelming, right? In a good way though, I'd imagine, right? So, and the masculine to go with that, Cupid. Yeah, see, someone's coming in with a love. Love is in the air when Cupid's around. They're in their fields where somebody wasn't allowing the fields to catch them. They're cherishing it, cherish your relationship, or they want the chance to, and they're going to, this is pretty crazy. This is someone's express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Someone's going to speak up. But, oh God, it's a fuck my life guy. But there's other... Keep going, Claire. But there's other shit going on that stressed them out, clearly. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers you need. So again, this could have just been literally the gaslighting around this person that's held them back. But there could be other stuff going on that's confused them for some reason. But they know it's unbreakable. Anchors may be significant. Pinky promise. It's time to think of everything, although it's not their... Is it their pinky? No, it is their pinkies. It's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. Let go of control issues. It's been really hard for that person to allow this situation to unfold naturally and let go of the control. But coming to share their feelings is doing that. And then there's rejoice. Embrace your love and connection and rejoice. Because look, signs, learn, let love show you how to learn from each other, connection. And because someone's come to the conclusion this connection is eternal and unbreakable. And it's kind of like, well, I think it's like, I feel like it's like your twin flame, if you're the bit, is like, they don't want to risk losing you actually. So they're still going to come in afraid, but they don't want to risk losing you. Whether it just be losing you, or losing you to someone else, or losing you, I don't know, it's something like that. Oh, fuck. Yes. That's just confirming what I said. Just like, the twin that's being guided to go for it is like, just say yes. And I also feel that was yes to what I said. What is your soul calling you to do? And that is your soul is your twin flame. And where are you being called to journey to? These cards are exactly the same as that, and they're from the same deck. Do something to shift your vibration. Hadrian energy, codependency, boundaries. That's what whoever's resonating with this, you're breaking free from. And actually, I feel it's both twins. You're breaking free from wherever there's codependency issues, people leaning on you too much, draining your energy and not getting the same back. And just boundaries. Yeah, people using you basically. And again, I've sifted that all out as well. Wait, the words, look, boundaries, as I said that, let it go, it's not yours to carry. You're realising that it doesn't make you a bad person, it want to be happy and stop that from happening. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul cheap, right, I'm fucking ran out of breath now too. Balance. And we're in Libra Moon, it is about balance. And then there's the wish fulfillment card. Take everyone's input in consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, take your time, there's no need to rush. My client yesterday had pulled this card in reverse because she was out of balance. And then I pulled it to confirm that it was right, is it? And then it's always going to be right, you know, that's what they told her. And yeah, back into balance as we're ending. So you're going to get this is you're going to get your strength back. And wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. That's how it's going to feel when you take the leap. If this was your reading. And yeah, I could dive in with other cards. It's about, you know, karmic this and karmic that. I don't want to ruin it. I think whatever was meant to come out will come out for whoever. What is this about? I just put the hows and the now. What has your intuition been trying to tell you? If you could see what just happened there, right? There's a whole fucking... I'm going to pick them up how they are. look at all these cards fucking piled there like that, right? And I just put my hand into, they're there, right? And they could have all fallen over, but my hand just, that's when I do the involuntary movements. And my hand just went in. And it's because they just wanted to really hammer that home. And it could be something significant happening around the 30th of March. Or this will be sorted out by then, whatever this is. And around it, yeah, in a month from now, around the other full moon. What would that full moon? It might be full moon in Libra. I actually need to fucking check when the... Wait a minute, let's see. When is the full moon in Libra 2023? Oh, wait a minute, this is just telling me all the full moons. Right, so the next, yeah, that I was right, because the next, oh, wait a minute, that's someone's birthday, that one. The next full moon in Libra is April the 6th, so it's just after, pretty much a week after the 30th, because I was thinking it'll be the next full moon after the 30th, and that is the full moon in Libra. Oh my god, and I'm talking, so it is a month from now, because we're in moon in Libra, so yeah, so a month from now, whatever's going on right now, you're going to be glad you took the leap. So the how is in the now. Basically, the action that you take now matters. If this resonates from when you're watching it, what has your intuition been trying to tell you? The Tower card, right, I'm done. Let go of old belief systems that no longer work for you, an important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities, but only if you decide to walk through the door. And look, that's two fairies, a guy and a girl. That's twin flames. When you put your ego, your fear behind you, that's the devil. Look, he's putting guilt in the fire, so somebody could be really getting rid of a lot of guilt here. And that's the fucking predominant energy I was picking up on in the last video. The illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. That's being trapped in the old earth. You don't want to do that. High Priestess and the Star in reverse. That's about do I trust my confusion? Do I trust my intuition? I'm confused. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this isn't going to work out. I'm fucking exhausted. There's the Tower again. But when we turn them around, trust your intuition. Yes, you can have what you want. You can have your divine feminine, who some divine masculines can make you to feel like you're untouchable, because that's also when people are on social media and that. You don't need to be on social media, but it's just like they feel like they've put you on a pedestal because you've done that to them too. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later, but that's what they're telling me. That's no more of that for everyone. Yeah, well, I just said everyone. Yeah, no more of that. Time's up. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep and vacation. You're going to need to do it tired. I nearly said pal. I wonder if I'm channeling my granddad. I say pal too, because I call my wee niece my wee pal, but it's like, I was about to say you're going to need to do it tired, pal. And that actually sounds like my granddad. Yeah, union. You're going to need to go to your union tired. So it's not ideal. It's not how if you're the divine masculine, it's not how you'd want to do it, but that is the guidance. Take it or leave it. Contentment, peace and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Yeah, and then there's the King of Wands. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and become a leader. Advice from someone creative. And I feel that's your divine feminine is the creative energy. You're both creative energy, but the divine feminine inspires the divine masculine. You both inspire each other, and I'm done. I'm fucking knackered. I'm going to bed. This energy's nuts. Oh no, now I'm being pulled down here. Oh, let's shuffle. It's only half of them, but let's see what comes out. These are always freakishly accurate. You might like dragons. These are dragon cards. Water dragon helps you, and we're in Pisces season, water energy, and it has got fish in it. Helps you float easily around obstacles. Oh, Christ light, look, that's what I heal with. And this is what is activating on, oh God. Christ light and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities, go with the flow. Right, okay. Deep blue dragon keeps you safe by clearing the pathway. Trust that you're protected, walk on the path of light. I mean, this is sounding very Jesus, isn't it? It's like some people are going to get it, some people aren't, right? This is for the people that are literally walking like a path like Jesus, a bit like, it's like there might be things, well, there's definitely things in your past that you regret and you're like, why the fuck did I act like that? Okay, forget the Jesus bit now because we don't know. I don't know what he done that was like that. But anyway, roughly what I'm saying is you're going to be born again. Like, you get another chance and you've seen the like all these kind of things. But it's like you've got a chance to walk the path of the light now. So if you fell into the dark and the shadow too much, which is what the candle just went out, that means it's time for me to end, but also means you're burnt out. Oh, and by the way, yeah, anyway, I'm done now because I've just got no more energy left, but that's part of the channel too. But yeah, seriously, I'll probably not do another video till, yeah, I would say early next week, Scorpio season, unless I feel guided, because I feel like I need to really protect my energy. Oh my god, time to act. You're on the road to success. Yeah, look, it's like if you take the action, if you take the time to action, time to go out and have fun, but I'm not getting that's the feeling with grapes, go out and fucking have a wine or two and get pissed and ignore your problems. I think it's time to act, to go towards your union, and you're on the road to success. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. And look what I just said. Like, that's when people, don't ignore, when people ignore the red flags and they get distracted by other romantic stuff, which people have already learned the lessons from that. Unless, if you're going through it, you've been guided this channel, fucking thank God. Because, thank God that you've been guided here if you're going to listen. But some people will still ignore what comes through. Good advice, yeah, you'll still ignore the good advice from you'll still ignore the good advice from this wise person channeling this. I don't know about you, but I need a fucking vacation, except you're not getting me on a plane because they're not fucking jabbing a foreign object in, mate. Get on it. Pay attention to your finances. That's the money stuff that I've been channeling. Protection from a powerful friend. Again, this is what's coming through here. Take my advice or leave it. Too much concern with sexual matters. They're just telling you where bits and bobs of the masculines are at, or the past. That has led masculines into that. Unsuccessful plans, trouble. Hidden secrets can harm you. Financial pinch, that's hilarious, the lobster. You know what I mean? Do you get that? So it was like, basically getting sexually involved with people that were the succubus, the Jezebel, all that kind of energy has made people's finances crap. It's made their health crap. It's just made everything crap. Disappointment in some affair. Right, I can't. Unsuccessful plans. I mean, is this any good cards? No. And then someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. You and your twin flame. And again, it doesn't need to be a romantic thing. It could be anyone. But yeah. But that's what's going to happen when you go towards the real deal. Celebration, fun and enjoyment. And away from two-faced friends. Recognition, award for merit. An older man. And hidden secrets can harm you. Unsuccessful plans. This is just talking about someone's past. Romance, celebration, party. That's what lies ahead. Right, I'm going. See you later. I'll be really interested, who this resonates with. Private mail me if you want. Email me. I get fucking words out. Email me. Book a session. Do what you want, but I'm going to rest for like a whole weekend. See you later.